We have a vision challenge ahead of us. Now the question is, how do we respond to this challenge? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I remain Douglas Okor, specialist registrar, neurosurgery, and staunch and proactive member of the Medical Association of Nigerians across Great Britain. Today, my job is to do the second part of Nadia's presentation, and I tag the title of my topic, Mansag, the Generation Next Perspective. Next slide, please. Now, to do this, we have to explore where we are coming from, a reality check. We have to know where we are at this particular point in time. And we have to know where we are going, moving forward. Next, one slide backwards, please. Now, basically, to do one slide backwards, please. Now, basically, to do this talk, like I said, a reality check, I'm going to be sharing some concepts that I hope we embrace. And I'm going to be giving messages about moving forward as an organization myself. Next slide, please. Now, Generation Next. This is a concept I always talk about. Generation Next has nothing to do with your age, whether you're young, middle age, or old. It has to do with attributes. It's a concept that has to do with attributes of individuals, attributes of true leadership, people who understand that the people are key. It has to do with vision, has to do with passion, has to do with innovation and being creative, has to do with being progressive. This talks about the people who are ready to stretch to their limits. These are people that make things happen. Next slide, please. A reality check. Next slide. Now, in an article of the GMC in 2011, it showed that Nigeria was ranked about 5th in terms of number of registered doctors on the GMC register. Now, we're actually looking at doctors who primary medical qualification is from Nigeria, not Nigerians who were actually trained in the UK, America, or other European countries, but the PMQ, the primary medical qualification from Nigeria. Now, if you extrapolate that, you're looking at a number going up to about 3,600. If you extrapolate that to involve Nigerians who trained outside Nigeria, involve Nigerian medics who are actually academics and doing research as well, the number is mind-blowing. Now, in the minutes of the AGM of the 2011 Mansag conference, which was held in Manchester, it stated very clearly that you had just about over 100 members. But the big question is, why? Why is this? Next slide, please. Now, let's, like I said, the reality check where we are. Up and down the country, I've discussed with lots of doctors. Yes, doctors in different generations. So let's have a look at what people are saying about Mansag. Just a group of Nigerian doctors with an elite mentality. Just a tribal club. Quite boring because they just call for their conferences. Next slide, please. More of what they say. I've asked people, most people don't know about Mansag. Mansag, I've never heard of Mansag. What's that? Is the name of a seasoning or like Maggi or something? They just organize parties, show up their bow ties, wear their nice clothes. Like me, and you can see I'm wearing my bow tie. They're just a group of conservative individuals, no progressive ideas. Now, for those in the mainstream of Mansag, those that play a pivotal role, the executive and other people, we know that most of these things are not true. I've had cause to have discussions with Professor Didier Anumba. Give Professor Didier Anumba a big round of applause, please. In the last 3 years, I think that I've been working with Mansag. Professor Didier Anumba and his crew, including Dr. Okiri and the rest of them, they've done a fantastic and yeoman's job in moving Mansag from at least where the last executive got it to where it is now. Now, in some of the discussions I've had with Prof states that, well, people from the outside, they always complain, oh, you guys are busy. They have to get involved. Well, while I agree with Professor that yes, this is true. The responsibility of letting people know that Mansag is an organization to reckon with, is a serious organization. Rest with those mainstream. It's all about leadership. Next slide, please. Please, my dear brothers and sisters, Nigerian brothers and sisters, please have a look at this slide. And does this look familiar by any chance? Does this look familiar? Well, this tells of a group of Nigerian men and women who, against all odds, left the shores of their country, came into another country. All the stumbling blocks, everything that they had to go through, and against all odds, they got to this level. Now, this represents massive accumulation of knowledge, massive accumulation of experience, and that in itself, these people, they've actually braved the way, they've paved the way for the next generation of Nigerians. This in itself is inspirational. Please give a round of applause to these people. But there's a big but there. There's a wide gulf between a particular generation of Nigerians and the new and upcoming generation of Nigerian doctors and medics and healthcare or other allied healthcare professionals. There's a big gulf. The younger Nigerian doctors are complaining day by day, oh, these guys, they are not really interested in us. Next slide, please. There is a disconnect. So how do we tackle this disconnect? A story. There was this young Nigerian lady, came into the UK, did a master's, was moving ahead, and said, I'm interested in this particular specialty. Now I need to do a clinical attachment. She left all the way, went to the southwestern part of Scotland, and met this Nigerian chap. Experienced Nigerian chap. And funny enough, they actually went to the same medical school. And then she got there and she was like, Mommy, well done, sir. I'm really looking for a clinical attachment in this area and stuff like that. And the first response that this fellow gave her was, I'm so sorry, it's quite unfortunate. Things are very difficult now, it's almost impossible, and this and that, and this and that, and this, okay? And then this young girl said, okay, that's fine, sir. Now, but sir, there's one thing I want to know, sir. Is it impossible? And he said, no, it's not impossible. And she said, oh, then that's fine then. I'm okay with it, since it's not impossible. And today, this young lady is in a run-through program and just became a registrar. Now, what am I saying? I am saying the next generation of Nigerians, they need guidance, mentorship, support, inspiration, and they need to be motivated. And I'm talking about in real terms. Now, like we said before, mentorship is really important. And if you look on the Mansag website, we talk lots about mentorship. How do we now translate words into real action, in real terms? And I'm talking about that young fella needing his CV being looked at. I'm talking about patting that child on the back and saying that you've done well, fantastic. We are tired of hearing that it's difficult. We know it's difficult already. That's a cliche already. What we want to hear is that you can do it. If I could do it, the next generation must be better than the outgoing generation. So you can do it. Next slide, please. Concepts to share with you. Next slide, please. The concept of shared success and brotherhood and solidarity. My success as a Nigerian is intricately woven with yours. We have to come to that level where we understand that. We have to come to a level where I understand that I should be doing everything physically, psychologically, morally possible to make sure that Dr. Okiri succeeds, and vice versa. We have to start progressing to that level. Next slide, please. Now, I've had cause to speak with different generations of Nigerian doctors, right? Ben TV is a station, an Afro-Caribbean station, the first Afro-Caribbean station in the UK. Ben TV actually is more of a Nigerian station, showing Nigerian network news, NTA network news, and stuff like that. Now, I've had discussions with the Indians, the Polish people, the Chinese, other people. These people love watching their stations. They love watching Indian, Chinese, Polish stations. They don't play with it at all. I'm sure, I'm not going to be expecting the Indians to come and start watching Ben TV or supporting Ben TV, or expecting the Chinese people to do that. Now the big question, my dear brothers and sisters, is who is going to support Ben TV? Since the Chinese, Indians, and Polish people and other people are not going to support it, who is going to support Ben TV? Ben TV might have issues of maybe problems with the quality of their service and all that. Nigerians for Nigerians. Nigerians looking out for Nigerians. That is the key. We should all identify with Nigerian brand. It's the concept of promotion. Promoting Nigerians, Nigerianness, and Nigeria. Next slide, please. The power of numbers. You can see your colleagues, your Asian counterparts, the Chinese, the Indian people, they understand the power of numbers. They understand the power of working together. They know that together we stand, divided we. Next slide, please. Now, initially I said we have a vision challenge. And the big question, remember, was how do we respond? Next slide, so how do we respond? If you look at, we passed across some colored sheets around, documents around. Now, that is the resume of the incoming president, Mr. Okor, Jacob Okor, who's a consultant transplant surgeon down in the southeast of the UK. Now, this is his vision. Now, I suspect that what he wants is for us to carry this vision and translate this vision and not buy into this vision. Okay? Unifying desperate groups. Then you are human beings, they're bound to be fracas and problems here and there. Junior doctors. Now, I know in Mansag we always talk about consultants and trainees. Please, there are other Nigerian doctors that are not trainees, and definitely allied healthcare professionals as well. Okay, next slide, please. And Mr. Okor's vision continues. Okay, now you can see what's underlying there: serious organization. Now the big question is, what does it take to be a serious organization? Remember, projecting almost up to 5,000, maybe 6,000 Nigerian doctors, and then 100 of them are registered as members of Mansag. Next slide, please. So, moving forward then. Welcome, Paul. I was feeling you were absent. Next slide, please. Now, what does it mean to be a serious organization? You can say everything about credibility, accountability, and all-embracing organization. I've had calls to talk with a few Nigerians, those who have maybe finished master's programs and then maybe they are doing locums, and maybe they have visas that is not enabling them to enter into training programs, they're being competitive. And they say, Mansag, I thought this was just for trainees. No, Mansag is for Nigerian doctors, consultants, junior doctors, associate specialists, trainees, locums. We need to be all embracing. Clear benefits to members. That's simple. People love being involved in this when they can see the clear benefits. It's not just about words. We mentor people, we are mentoring people. No, in real-time action. How are you actually mentoring people? Do the people actually feel your pulse? Promotion and perception. Now, promotion, see, there's a fundamental concept. If people love being part of a success. Now, moving forward, Mansag needs to project itself as a successful entity. We can do this. Yes, we can. Borrowing from some of the few write-ups that the President Professor Ili has written. Yes, we can do this. Actually, we should do this. And we will do this. A great organization. Remember, people, influence dictates culture. Mansag, you have the capacity to be an influential organization. Moving forward, you should be playing a critical role in developing Nigerian medics and healthcare professionals here in the UK. And then standing tall, influencing policies and healthcare improvement back in the homeland, motherland Nigeria. Facilitating 21st century healthcare for Nigeria, which means the kind of healthcare that you have in the, in quote, developed nations. Projections. Mansag has a great future. And we are on our way to being a great and serious organization. We definitely will have more individuals who are committed to the vision and ideal of Mansag. We will continue to develop the links and strengthen ties and strengthen partnerships with our Nigerian counterparts, be it the institutions, individuals, groups. And I promise you, my dear brothers and sisters, in 3 years' time, there will be no Nigerian medical healthcare professional that will say they don't know about Mansag. Nigerians are great individuals. Now it is time to come together and let the world know that we are great people and we are a great nation. My dear brothers and sisters, in a nutshell, that's what the Generation Next perspective of Mansag is all about. God bless Mansag and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank
you. Ladies and gentlemen, you must all agree with me that tonight we've had a wonderful time here. We started by having the little ones, the kids, show us, remind us about our culture.